Instructor Vexter had shattered the confidence of exactly 217 species during his 3 decades at the Galactic Survival Academy, and he treated that number like a trophy. The four-hearted Kraulex? Broken. The silicon-bodied thresh who consumed minerals for nutrition? Broken. Even the arrogant Vorton who bragged about hunting star whales for entertainment had collapsed into tears by the 3rd day. So when Administrator Krillnex slid into his office that morning, all 7 eye stalks twitching with unmistakable amusement, Vexter assumed it would be another routine briefing. "We have a human enrolling in your advanced survival program," Krillnex said, her translator flattening her clicking voice into a motionless standard speech. Vexter barely glanced up. "A human? Excellent. Should I prepare the beginner obstacles, or do we skip straight to the participation award?" "The human personally requested your course." That made him look up. His triple-hinged neck rotated sharply, a motion that unsettled most species. "My course? The one with a 37% fatality waiver?" "That one." Vexter's mandibles spread in what his species considered a pleased expression. "Then I suppose I should glance at human biology. Small garden world species, right? Gentle climate. Light rain, mild winds." Krillnex's eye stalks curled. "You may want to review the updated planetary file before tomorrow." He waved her off. "I'm sure it's unnecessary." Kate Brennan arrived the next day looking unimpressed by the 3-week hyperspace journey she'd just completed. She stretched, yawned, and cracked her neck loudly enough to echo through reinforced glass. Vexter watched from above, noting her small frame and fragile-looking skin. She barely reached chest height compared to most trainees. Her rust-colored hair was tied back neatly. He descended to the bay, talons striking metal with rehearsed menace. "Kate Brennan. I am Instructor Vexter. Over the next 14 days, you will face lethal environments, toxic atmospheres, crushing gravity, hostile wildlife, and starvation scenarios. 63% finish. 37% require extraction, or body recovery." Kate blinked. "Cool. Is there coffee here?" Vexter's eye twitched. The environmental acclimation chamber filled an entire wing of the academy and had reduced countless trainees to panic within minutes. Vexter set the temperature to -40 degrees Celsius and watched Kate enter wearing nothing more than her fatigues. "You will remain until your core temperature becomes dangerous or you request extraction," he announced. Kate shivered. "Okay, yeah, this is cold. Like Minnesota cold." "Explain," Vexter muttered, checking his translator. "A place on Earth. Gets pretty icy." She paced, rubbing her arms. After 20 minutes she was still walking. Vexter dropped the temperature further. At 40 minutes she began humming. Krillnex appeared beside him, stunned. "She should be unconscious," Krillnex said. Instead, Vexter swung the chamber to extreme heat. Most species would collapse instantly. Kate simply unzipped her jacket and sighed. "Wow, that's rude." Her biometrics barely changed. Vexter ended the test early, unsettled. Next came the atmospheric hazard chamber. Toxic gases flooded the room as Kate stood calmly inside, wearing a standard breather mask. Minutes passed. Her vitals remained normal. Then she removed the mask. "That air smells weird," she said. "That is poison," Vexter roared. "No, the mask smells weird. The air smells like eggs." Alarms erupted as toxins leaked into the observation area. Vexter collapsed coughing while Kate stood unharmed. Medical scans showed 0 damage. The gravity chamber followed. Other trainees wore reinforced suits. Kate declined one. At double gravity she squatted. At triple she lunged. At quadruple she did push-ups. One by one the others failed. At 6 times gravity, equipment began to strain. Kate exercised until she finally tapped out, long after the machinery did. Vexter finally opened the human data file. It was 1,700 pages long. The first heading read, "Deathworld Adaptations. Immediate review required." His unease deepened. The biodome alarm triggered full evacuation protocols. Vexter rushed to the security feed, and froze. Kate Brennan sat calmly inside a restricted hazard zone, eating lunch among plants classified as lethal. Celian thorns released spores that caused respiratory failure within seconds. She'd been there 11 minutes. "Kate, evacuate immediately," Vexter shouted through the intercom. She looked up. "Oh, is this restricted? You are breathing neurotoxins." She sniffed. "That explains the headache." Hazmat teams panicked as Kate finished her meal, which turned out to be a horrifying mixture of banned substances and chemical weapons, at least by galactic standards. She found it mildly spicy. Later, the Predator Gauntlet began. 3 bioengineered Ravagers were released. Kate sighed, scolded them, and somehow convinced all 3 to sit. One laid its head on her leg. Vexter left the room, returned, and confirmed reality had not changed. Sleep-deprived and unraveling, he reviewed more reports. She survived vacuum exposure. Radiation tests gave her a mild sunburn. The Academy board arrived. Earth, they explained, had been reclassified 8 months ago. Class 12 Deathworld. Vexter laughed hollowly. Graduation came. Kate earned perfect scores. She thanked Vexter sincerely and encouraged others to apply. He internally begged the universe not to let that happen. After the ceremony, Vexter requested reassignment, anywhere far away from humans. Beginner courses. Theory lectures. Anything safe. Krilnek suggested Earth. He fled. Somewhere in the biodome, Kate taught Ravagers to play fetch.